Ouch.
Ooh, hello.
Ooh, woo, hello! We're back with Fabled Whisperers, episode 20. Before we get started into the surprises, first let's do our usual shoutouts and sponsors. First to the lovely Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian-based dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can check them out on their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on all their awesome products and future Kickstarters. And if you head over to littledragoncorp.com and enter our coupon code PROBONUS, PROBONUS, you get 10% off your order because they're awesome like that.
I got dice from them recently.
Yay!
But I didn't realize they were all D10s.
Oh.
But
well, at least they're pretty.
I got a lot
ordered
of
from their
pretty
Kickstarter,
D10s.
so I'm waiting. I'm waiting for my dice.
I only paid a lot of money for these D10s.
Hell yeah. Also, thanks to Cardboard Castle Games for their support during birthday week. They handed out a lot of cool giveaways and prizes for the birthday week. They are a local store to Evans, Georgia. So if you are in that area, go check them out. They got cool tabletop gear there. Also, don't forget to check out our other games. We stream every single day of the week. The Twitch sheet, it should be posted down below and in the description box down below. We have games for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition published modules, as well as homebrew games and other tales from other tabletop games like Star Wars and Shadowrun. So come check us out. I think that's everything. Ayo. Ayo.
Heyo.
I got tongue-tied because we've switched up the announcements and I've had to change my monologue.
Apparently the sound
That's
is mad
rare.
crackly? Question mark.
Oh, rip.
Is mine?
Is it my mic?
I can't hear.
I don't hear anything personally, but
Yeah.
You know how it's always like on
Wait,
stream.
you're
Mike
listening
just-
to it?
always
It's good?
I was listening to. I just when I saw that in chat.
Everyone says it's just cognition because Unstoppable.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
wanted to make
That's
sure
good.
before we went any
Yeah,
further.
no, yeah, definitely.
Always got to do a sound check.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
important.
Remember that time where
When we played for like 15-20 minutes and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, we're
Wait, what?
muted.
That
Wait,
didn't help.
what?
That didn't happen
Yeah.
to us. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. Y'all are
I
insane.
don't remember that.
These are lies.
Mm.
Hearsay.
don't gaslight us, boys.
Hearsay.
Technical difficulties. Wouldn't be Probo without it.
hmm
Anyway, last time stuff happened. You headed back to Imbrose and everything. Took that job about a cat,
Meow.
and you managed to find the cat with the help of Tressim, which is a winged cat, and it's awesome. You brought it back to the owner, and the Tressim went with you. And decided to stay to keep an eye on Pearl, the cat. And then you went back to the Temple of Erathis. And Yeissal spoke to Gale before deciding that she would just go to a brothel without telling anyone else in the party that she was leaving. But eventually they all went to sleep. Eventually Yeissal went to sleep. And Yeissal, as you are sleeping, you
I die.
no, you don't. Not
God.
yet.
Oh, rip.
You have a dream. And you see a girl being whipped. Not in a sexy way.
I'm sorry.
And
Wow.
She's at the brothel, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
I
but
hate y'all.
at first you think that you are having a nightmare about your past. But then you see that the face of the girl is the same age as you are now. And you notice that her hair is black and braided into coils. And she's wearing dark clothing. And you can see her biting her lip so hard that blood pours down her chin. But she isn't trapped. It looks like she's just accepting the punishment. And you can't see the face of the person whipping her, but you know that pain. You can almost feel it as you see it in your dream. But you wake up in the morning.
Is she not with us still?
Mm-hmm.
Should we go looking for Yeissal? Since she is still not here, I go around waking up everybody else.
I'm already awake.
Oh.
I'm just kind of sitting beside the bed on the ground.
I shake you. I still shake you. Act like you're asleep. Should we go?
We should look for her. The fact that she's not back yet makes me worried. I thought she would be back before morning.
I thought the same.
I mean, I have the slight fear that she might have left.
Without saying goodbye?
Does she? You've been traveling with her the longest. Does she typically go off on her own like this?
I mean, when I met her, she was alone, and she's not really a people person. So.
Well, we could definitely tell she wasn't a people person.
Yeah, but we've got her to cuddle with us.
True.
That's
we've
fair.
We've been working on the bonding.
That's really fair.
Well, why don't we
Let's
go
go
ask
search.
around? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Where would she go next? Do you know where she might go?
Well, when I was traveling with her, most of the time she would go to taverns and
Maybe she just had a night of drinking and fell asleep at a bar.
yeah.
So let's look for the closest tavern nearby.
Actually, now that I think about it, she has gone off on her own before, but I don't really know where she went, and she never talked about it afterwards, so I don't really know. Maybe she's a part of a secret club. Like, maybe she's secretly a mender in the Menders Guild.
Oh. Okay. If
That'd be
that's
a
what you
weird
think.
secret being kept secret, though, right?
Yeah. But maybe she's like
Are they
super spec up, like top secret, high level Menders Guild. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Maybe she's like top of her class.
Like a spy?
They call her in when they need her.
Oh.
Interesting. That could
Then
be.
then
that could
should
be
we
the
look
case.
for her? What if we blow her cover?
We could actually blow her cover.
This is a dilemma. I don't
So
know
should
how
we
I
just
feel
wait
about this.
here then?
I mean,
How long
I
is-
need a
how long
moment to
should we wait?
mentally decide on what kind of spells I want to take today.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Sure. We can at least wait till you're done that. I'm gonna go wait outside. Maybe she'll come back. When you're done, meet me outside.
Sure. I'll go outside with you, Matty.
Alright, I'll be out there in just a minute.
Cool. So I'm just gonna stand out front and see if she comes back.
Yep.
How early or late is it?
It's probably around 7:30, 8ish.
Yeah, I normally wake up with the sunrise, so.
Yeah, Yeissal used to getting up early, but I don't think she did. I don't think she did this time.
I just wander outside now. Alright, I didn't change any of my spells for the day.
Oh,
I was thinking
that's why
about
it
it.
didn't take you very long.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I should take, like, find creature or animal, rather, I think. I can't really remember. I haven't
We
really
could-
ever taken
we-
that spell in the first place.
We could use it on the snake she carries.
That's fair! But it's too late, because I already decided. I can't go back on it now.
Do you
Have
have
to wait till
locate
tomorrow.
object?
I don't have locate object either.
Oh my god. Wow.
I distinctly decided to ignore both of those spells to keep all of the stuff that I have. Here's your good berry for the day.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So,
So, as you are having this amusing conversation outside of the Temple of Arathis, there is another person walking across the plaza, heading somewhere. When, if Jamie, you could do the thing.
Oh, the thing.
Yes, the thing.
oh god.
Hey!
It's me. Surprise!
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 So, Lilith, you are just heading somewhere, maybe the library because it's in this part of town. When you see this group of 3 sort of special individuals, I mean, they're carrying like gear and stuff that looks like adventurers, but they're not wearing any like insignias or things that show that they belong to a guild or something. And your best bet to, going adventuring would be to go with independent adventurers so your family can't, track you down. And these definitely look like independent adventurers.
So, just like, this is kind of a question more for like Victoria. Does Maddie have like some cool magic shit just like out? Does she got like her inventions like out?
I mean, you see that her leather armor is kind of like got like mechanical pieces to it that always seem to be moving. And then she has a crossbow on her hip, but she doesn't have the bolts visible. It seems to be already loaded, but there's no visible bolts. And it almost looks like there's like a trap door underneath the handle.
A trap door underneath the handle. Okay. Oh my god. I want to go up to Maddie. Well, I don't know that she's Maddie. I'm gonna go up to this green girl.
The green girl,
And
yes.
so, what does Maddie see as you approach her?
Oh yeah, okay, so you would see a half-elven woman who's about like 5'7", 5'8". She's very, very pale, like almost like grayish white complexion, and her hair is like basically the color of your hair right now, like white blonde.
How appropriate.
And she's wearing like it's a very like Victorian style blouse with like a high like buttoned up collar, and it has like very like poofy sleeves, and it's kind of a like sky blue color, and then it looks like it's like a gray floopy skirt, but it's actually just really wide leg pants.
Nice.
Because we're still fashionable in every realm. And she would have a very like ornate like leather book strapped to her waist, and like the sides of the pages have like a kind of silvery blue like metallic sheen to them, and there's like an insignia on it that looks like a shield, and there's an armored like gauntlet grabbing like a cloud on it, kind of like embossed on the leather of the cover. And I'm gonna go up to the green girl. Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt your conversation, but I noticed that you seem to have some rather interesting devices on display here. May I ask where you acquired them?
Oh, sure. I make them myself.
Oh, you're an inventor, a blacksmith.
No, I do more alchemic stuff, but sometimes I like to tinker with things.
Are you
I'm more of an alchemist, I guess you would call me, but I dabble in magical items and engineering a little bit, but I wouldn't go as far as blacksmith.
Oh, how splendid! So you are a practitioner of the arcane, then?
To a degree.
She's
I
more
kind
than
of-
a practitioner. She can fly half of the time.
Yeah, she's very good.
Truly.
She's just downplaying her abilities.
She makes magic things all the
It's
time.
science!
All the
It's a
time.
combination of arcana and science, and it's not all magic, but heavily relied on the science.
But her
Well, that's
science is
wonderful.
magic. All of the time.
That's quite impressive. I'm so sorry. In my excitement to inquire about your weapons there, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Lilith.
Oh, hi, I'm Maddie.
Lilith
Nice to meet
Beaumont.
you.
I'll reach out my hand to shake hands.
I knew it from the character description.
Yeah. Apologies if this is rather direct, but I find myself in need of I suppose a bit of company of the arcane inclination, if you will. It would be rather helpful for what I'm trying to achieve.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I too am a studier and practitioner of the arcane. Unfortunately, my abilities are limited. Do you happen to be for hire?
I mean, yeah, we do jobs.
We do.
Excellent. What is your going rate?
A gold
Well,
piece a day. That's a lot,
No,
right?
our usual
I think
person
that's a
that
lot.
does the rates isn't here right now, and we need to find her.
We help people for free because we like people.
True. We could always use more friends.
As long as you're willing to go into a very dangerous
Are
tomb
you a nice
where people
person?
could possibly kill
Yeissal's
us.
gonna be so upset.
Are you a nice person?
Oh, that's important.
That
Are
is
you
very
nice?
important to ask.
Do you
yes.
like to
Azzabin,
cuddle?
by the way. I
Sorry,
reach out my hand to shake her hand.
I didn't catch what you said. There was a lot of excitement all at once.
Sorry.
Oh, I am Azzabin. Hello.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hey.
Dink, dink, dink.
And then I'll move my poncho. This is Ranaval, and you see a little pseudo dragon, little red pseudo dragon pop his head up from a
Oh,
little
how
sling.
adorable. I'll kind of like try to reach out and like scratch his little chin.
He leans into it.
Okay.
What a
He
charming
sleeps.
little
He
creature.
sleeps a lot.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, dragons are, I believe, known for sleeping quite a bit.
Yeah.
In fact, the larger varieties can spend decades sleeping.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a really
interesting.
long time.
That is very, very long.
And your name, little friend? I'll look down at Nyx.
Oh, hello, I am Nyx.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Dink, 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 dink.
Don't. Sorry, cat.
Cat, not
Sorry.
voice.
Anyways, back to the questioning you in every way possible. Are you a
Yes.
nice person, and do you like to cuddle?
I like to think I'm a rather nice person. As far as cuddling, it's not something I usually do.
She's the
But I
Yeissal
suppose
type, I see.
with the right person,
We could work on that.
With
Yeah, we had to
bonding.
work on it with the Yeissal.
Yes. See, our group, we do a lot of bonding together. So
I look
Tight
around
knit
really
community.
quick. Do I see any other adventurers?
Unfortunately, no.
Good choice to look.
I
Good
also
choice.
have a dog, but you can't see him right now.
yes, he's a really cute dog too. We
That's
also
lovely.
our other person has a snake, but of course they're both missing right now. We gotta find them,
Mm-hmm.
which we don't know where to look.
Yeah.
Are you from here? Do you know where
I-
someone would go for a tavern?
Or maybe she's had a holy place?
Or, well, we
possibly?
know where her temple is. We could
We
probably
were
check
just
there.
from her temple.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we
she's
just-
not
we just
really a
slept there.
fan of her god right now, so she could be choosing a different one.
True.
Did you want to know about local taverns, or did you want to know about local temples? Because there are quite a few
Taverns
of
first,
each
I think.
kind.
I mean, we're in the temple
what-
district.
Well, what kind of tavern specifically?
Is there
Higher end
any
tavern?
holy taverns by chance?
Holy tavern?
Is Alex? Is there a holy tavern?
No.
No.
I mean, it's a holy tavern, but not that
Oh.
type.
Oh, gosh!
I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
Unfortunately, I can't seem to recall any holy taverns. Although, what a lovely idea! If you're ever looking to get involved in such a business venture, I happen to know a couple of people that could sponsor you in the future for such a thing. Lovely idea.
Don't think that's for me.
What is a sponsor?
Typically there are more wealthy people who will provide funding so that certain people could start businesses or different business ventures on the assumption that money would be paid back, potentially with interest.
Oh.
There is a tavern. There are a few in the area. What kind of experience would this person be looking for? Other than a holy tavern.
She would be in a tavern where nobody would talk to her at all, and she could just sit in a corner, drink, and brood. She's very known for her brooding.
That is very true. Since the little bit of time we've known her, she's very, very brooding.
Yeah, and she'll make these noises or faces, and you don't really know what she means because it could mean so many different things at the same time. It could be like, sure, I agree, or fuck off. You never know.
Exactly.
And she just found out that her adopted
Well,
father...
maybe we shouldn't get into
Yeah,
that.
let's
Oh, my bad.
I don't
I'm
think
sorry.
that's our story to
Sounds
tell.
like
Never mind.
You care for your friend very much.
We do.
Unfortunately, I couldn't use my magic to find her since I have never seen her or any of the objects on her person, but I could try to take you to a few taverns that are perhaps more appealing to loners.
Sure, that would be helpful.
It's a place to start.
Right. Well, let me know when you're ready, I suppose.
Yeah, we can go now.
Should one of us stay here just in case she comes back here?
Oh, yeah, it might be a good idea.
Sure, I will volunteer to stay back
Could
here.
you leave your little dragon?
I don't want to do that. He'll be lonely.
Well, he can fly. Oh,
Yeah, but he
okay.
can still be lonely.
All right.
No. I will send him with you, Matty.
Oh,
Right on.
okay.
Wake up.
Or you could leave him here.
Well, no, because then he wouldn't be alone. So I'll be here, and then he'll be with you all, so he won't be alone.
Well, there's some lovely pigeons over. Okay.
Well, I don't. Pigeons are, the rats of the sky.
But you'll be alone, and
You see a very offended pigeon flying off.
Wow.
It is fine. I have been alone quite some time. I will wait here just in case she comes back. Go.
Okay.
Shoot.
All right.
all right.
Here we go. Follow me.
Do not hurt them, though, or I will find you.
I will try my best not to.
I grab Maddie's hand, like hug her down to me. If she
I will
comes
go. I will
back-
go sit on my. I'll go sit on my bed real fast, and then I'm just gonna go into so I can see out of Ranaval, and I'm just gonna sit there.
If she comes back and it's him in there, she might be a little bit upset. Because if you couldn't tell, she normally gets angry about how much he talks to her.
Right. So who should stay then?
I'm just saying. I mean, he's already staying, so we can leave. It's just we'll have to deal with her being even more angry.
That's kind of rude for you to say.
Wah!
As you will hear Azzabin's voice come out of Ranaval.
You should let people know when you're watching them through your dragon.
Oh, I thought that was the idea of what was going to be happening. That's why I said I would stay back. Because then no one's alone.
And I'm not being mean to you specifically. It's just like Yeissal.
Yeah.
True.
Depending on the mood she's in.
And she hasn't been in a good mood ever since her father was the bad guy.
Am I overhearing this?
Probably.
You're right
Probably.
there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Nyx,
It happened one time.
Nyx, new person shouldn't be spreading information.
Dang it! I keep forgetting.
Shh.
That's how I got you guys to join our adventure, though. I told you everything that was happening.
True.
That's true.
It did work. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty effective.
You build
3
the
for 3.
bond right away.
Yes, the bonding.
You're getting a little. We need to make a left. Not.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's not straight.
No. No.
Your
It's
eyes
to
were
the left.
looking straight, so I thought that's the way.
You
to
were
go.
walking.
Sorry.
That's quite all right. I'm gonna take them to attack.
Yep. The closest tavern to the temples is probably the Sparkling Unicorn.
I will take them to the Sparkling Unicorn. First stop. This is the closest one to where we were. Perhaps your friend came here out of convenience?
Yeissal! Are you in here?
Oh. Mhm. Perhaps we should go in and speak with the proprietor of the establishment. What does your
Of
friend
course,
look
of course.
um,
Sure. I will describe Yeissal.
She
Even
has
though I technically don't know.
pink hair.
Mm-hmm.
She,
Some
she
scales.
has scales on her face. She normally, well, actually, she changed her clothes.
She has short hair.
Yeah, her hair is short.
Christy, if you're
muted.
talking, you're muted
You're
this
muted.
whole time.
I have an idea.
Yes, sir?
I think I have an idea. So I'm going to take out one of my vials. I'm going to pop the cork, and I'm going to shake it before I drink it. And then when I drink it, it like kind of glows in my mouth, and then it kind of spreads. You kind of watch it go all the way down, and then you see the glow kind of spread across. And I have alter self for 10 minutes, so I make myself look like Yeissal.
Yay. Look, there she is.
Yeissal's here! Now where's
No.
Matty?
It's only for 10 minutes, so if we're gonna ask around if they've seen anyone like this, now's the time to do it.
Let's make haste.
Ooh. You know, maybe
I'm
taking
pushing the
like
door open.
Yeissal isn't the smartest idea right now, but
Why?
because there's other people that looked like Yeissal, just like a little
Exactly.
bit ago.
But they weren't here.
Yeah, okay. Sure.
And they didn't have her hair.
I guess
And-
that's true.
And if they try to hurt Matty, we'll fight them.
But what if it's Yeissal trying to hurt Matty?
Then we will stop her and let her know that it's Matty. And then
I
she'll
guess that's
stop.
true, yes. Yeah, that's true.
Or like
I mean,
Matty
when I
will
talk,
be like,
she'll
hey,
know it's
Yeissal.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will open the door and try to get this disaster crew in because they are distracted.
Hey, what kind of arcane magic do you use, Lilith?
Oh, well, specifically, I study divination magic. I am a wizard. My use of magic comes from actual study.
I understand.
I was never good at that kind of magic.
Would you
Jamie
say
says
it's like
as he fills in
your
the.
fourth year as a wizard, maybe?
Yeah.
And I just drank Polyjuice potion.
Level.
Yes.
All right.
Imagine if levels were years. Oh boy.
Oh
That
boy.
would be really
Boyo.
Rough.
Perfect.
You did it.
Just
Good
what
job,
we
Jamie.
needed. Yet another magic caster.
I'm going to like. Listen, there's a reason that I did this.
It's all
I'm
right.
going to kind of put my hand onto Maddie's back, and we're kind of like not pushing hard, but we're giving her like a commanding like guide to the counter, and we will ask the proprietor if they have seen this individual.
They look
Yes.
like me.
So as you go into the tavern, it's surprisingly busy, and it's morning, but people are sitting there having breakfast. It's like a very high-end type of tavern, very fancy people. Even their proprietor is fancy. But as you ask them, they say that they haven't seen anyone like that,
Actually,
except for the one standing right there.
Well, it was worth a try.
Thank you
Azzabin,
for your time.
You know,
Yes.
I didn't really think about it, but the only time she actually went to an inn was because that's where we said we were all going to meet up.
Oh,
So
where would she go if she wasn't at the inn?
don't really know. I probably should have said that before they walked away.
So she's not at a tavern?
What? Oh, I don't really know. I don't know where she could be.
What sorts of things does she like to do? Does she have any hobbies?
I mean, she's a dancer, right?
That's true.
Do I know of any like taverns or like fest halls where there's like dancers dancing stuff? Trying to narrow this down.
Wait. She has a very distinct smell.
Mm.
I'm gonna turn into a weasel.
Oh
Wait, does she?
I guess. I guess.
Clean?
Jamie's.
I don't know.
I mean,
What smell does she have?
I mean, technically, everyone has a distinct smell
I guess
because
that's
of the
technically
mix
true, yeah.
of, pheromones, hormones, and everything.
Yeah, especially like the top of the head. Yeah.
Yeah.
but I wouldn't know what I.
And I ride on her shoulders all the time.
True.
I pick you
Okay.
up. So.
I just imagine Nyx sniffing Yeissal's
Oh
hair.
God.
I mean, I just kind of like rest my head on top of her head
Yeah.
sometimes. So I'm gonna sniff around and try to catch her scent as a weasel.
Make a perception check.
That's not a very
Bruh.
good number. That's a 12.
So you're just, sniffing around. Doesn't give you much, except for a lot of like food smells, other people's smells, just smells. Uh, Meanwhile, he saw. Would you be awake yet, or?
Wait, because yeah, at this point I would be awake, but yeah, I'll just get out of bed with like 4 people. Um,
Hmm.
and we'll listen. Y'all don't know what she did. Anyway, shit, she could be cuddling.
Uh-huh.
And she will probably, I guess she would probably ask for breakfast. And she got to think about like how she's going to handle this. That dream is kind of haunting her, and she's like very like now she feels like she definitely should go, but she's like, is this any of my fucking business? But she knows that pain, and she knows how. She just knows it's very complicated. She's just walking around in a robe. So she's going to ask for some breakfast. And try to meditate while she's eating. Like try to calm herself and get her thoughts together.
Okay. I mean, they do ask if you want them to feed you the breakfast.
You know what? Fuck it. I paid for it. Yes. I paid for it. Fuck it. I'm getting pampered. She's like, I haven't done this in so long. I'm getting pampered.
So you're sitting there being fed like grapes and other fruits and like breads and cheeses, and it's all great.
I'm just getting a massage while she's trying to like woosah, like try to really like get her stuff together.
So that probably takes some time. Meanwhile, the others are still searching.
I'm
Yeah,
still
I think
sniffing.
we would probably search for like maybe an hour or two, and then probably like as a last ditch effort, Maddie would suggest we just go back and wait in her room and hope that she comes back today. And if she doesn't come back today, maybe she's not coming back at all.
Maybe she went to the library to do some more researches on something. I don't know.
I don't know.
That could be another place we could go check.
Well, I'm gonna wait in her room. I trust her. I think she'll come back.
Okay. Sure, we can go back. Next, what are you gonna do?
Well, now that I'm no longer a weasel because it's been an hour.
And I'm no longer Yeissal because it's been over 10 minutes.
I'm still Ranival.
I have 2 options of things I could do. 3 options
Okay.
of things I
Okay.
could turn into a weasel again and continue to sniff around.
I don't know if I don't think that's going to work.
I could summon Feepa and see if maybe he can catch her scent, but he's not as good as my weasel form.
I don't think that's going to work either.
I don't think so either. And then I could just sit and watch Matty make things and hope for the best.
That sounds probably like the best idea. You all can come back and join me.
Okay.
Lilith, would you like to come back and hang out since we're now friends?
That sounds wonderful. I was going to ask, I couldn't help but overhear. It sounds like perhaps this friend you're looking for is a bit upset right now. Maybe we shouldn't have been looking so close to the area where you were staying.
Probably smart, yes, but
It would have been good to know before. Well,
Where do people go if they're really sad?
a lot of places. It kind of depends on how you deal with those things. Some people might go to a park. Some people might go home. Some may go to a flesh house. Some may go to a tavern, a bakery.
What's a flesh house? Do they like kill people and cut off their skin?
Wow.
I mean, if that's what you wanted, they might, if you pay enough.
I'm never going anywhere near anything like that, ever.
It's a place where people spend time together without a lot of clothing.
They're
Oh.
bonding?
Yes.
Yeah, you could
Sure.
say that.
We should all go there, and we could bond.
Not that kind of friendship bonding. It's usually a little bit more, no. You don't want to go there. You're very small.
What does that have to do with bonding?
I mean,
I just want more
child,
friends,
aren't
that's all.
you?
I am not a child.
Okay, my apologies. You're very small.
I've had to have this talk with so many people so many times. Just because I'm small doesn't mean I'm a child. I am
I
a
apologize.
He's a lot older
Adult.
than he looks. It's okay, Nick. It's okay.
I don't know exactly how old I am.
I had simply assumed from your small stature and your childlike exuberance and naivete for the world that perhaps you were a bit on the younger side. However, I was clearly mistaken, and for that I apologize.
I came into this world at a normal age.
What's normal?
I mean, most of the people I met have been around this age, I assume, so... I mean, for
Okay.
all I know, I could be like 1 year old. I mean, that's all I know, is like 1 year
Right.
and like
That's all
a
you
couple
remember.
months. Yeah.
Right.
That's very strange.
Yeah, we're researching. We gotta figure it out for him.
We are.
It's very curious.
I think I was told by Yeissal I was not supposed to talk about that, actually. The strange.
Whoops.
Are you a collector? I like put my hand on my shoulder or on my scimitar.
Do I even know what that is?
Make a history check.
You know, I'm pretty good at those. I have a +6.
Hey.
I rolled a 6, so that's 12.
No, you don't know what that is.
Considering the fact that I have no idea what a collector is, probably not.
Insight check.
Oh,
Sure.
God.
10.
I believe.
You know, seems honest.
Alright.
My first insight check.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Well,
Nick, I don't think she's a collector.
I mean, she doesn't have the clothes of a collector,
Exactly.
so you pass this time.
Yeah, she's our new friend, anyways, and she wouldn't do anything to harm us.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, yeah.
I will try my best not to.
Rule of thumb: we
That's good
never
enough for
trust
me.
anybody wearing all black.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Last time we ran into somebody wearing all black, he shot me in the heart and I died.
True. Yeah. That was very scary.
And collectors also
Yeah.
wear all black. And I read in a book that black signifies bad when it's on like clothing and stuff. So, like in stories and plays and stuff. So,
Oh.
Interesting.
so
I
I
think
So your
Is it
friend,
because it goes along with like death, maybe?
yeah, something like that.
your friend, you were asking places people might go if they were upset. Where do you think she might go if she was upset? You said she likes to be alone.
Well, last time she was upset. Well, I mean, this is technically the same time, but I had Fipa follow her. I know you guys. Well, not you guys, but my other friends who are gone now told me not to do that. But I did it anyway because I was worried she would get attacked by wolves. But I had Fipa follow her, and she went out into the woods and started attacking trees. Which I don't really know what the trees did wrong. The trees weren't like, oh, I can't talk about it. But, you know, the trees didn't cause that to happen. Are there any trees around that she could whack with a sword?
There are a lot of trees.
I think we should just. Maddie had the right idea. Let's come
Yeah.
back to the room.
I wanna
Just
trust
hang
that she'll
out.
come back when she's ready.
Get to know Lilith a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like it would be bad to, like, get to know her without Yeissal, you know what I mean? Because then, I guess we could explain everything to Yeissal.
Yes. Do some, like,
Yes.
vetting.
It's wonderful.
Perfect.
Okay, so you head back to the Temple of Erathis. On the way, you do see quite a few people wearing all black because that's a normal thing that people do.
I pick up my hand. And Lilith
no.
notices my hand is all black.
So dumb.
That's
The
just a
logic.
beggar. That's just a beggar. I don't think he's doing anything. His cloak is just black.
That's fair. I put my arm back into my cloak.
That could just be a ruse, though.
That's fair too.
Nyx.
Oh my god!
Yes.
He's
Does that make you bad if your hand is all?
Well, I said specifically clothes. Not
Okay.
skin.
He is not wearing all black, Maddie.
Like, you can feel my hand, it's skin.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like... I mean, that's FIPA, it's like a tattoo.
Okay. So tattoos are okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not anywhere else on my body, so I assume it's alright. And when FIPA comes out, it goes out.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you not seen that? Like, I guess I really don't have my arm out in front of you guys very much.
It just looks like a black glove, that's all.
I never thought of it like that. I don't even really have to hide it. In that case, it just looks like a black glove.
Nyx, you could get a second black glove for your other arm. Or for your
I
other
could
hand, and
do
it would just
that.
be like,
That's
And then
kind
it
of
would
what I
look like
thought.
normal.
Okay. I mean, what is normal?
true.
Well, like, everybody else doesn't have two-color hands.
I guess that's also true.
Like, look, you have two, like, similar to my skin tone, like, green hands.
Valid.
So Yeissal, when would you be?
She will leave after she gets her full massage again. She did drink a bit, but she can't get drunk, so that's fine. And yeah, she will hit back, feeling much more grounded.
Mm-hmm.
And she will
So
hit on
I'd
back.
say you'd probably get there around the same time as they are coming back. And you see them with this half-elf woman.
Hey, look, there she is.
Yeissal!
Yeissal!
Good morning.
Where were you? We were so worried.
We looked all over the place.
I was de-stressing.
Are you feeling
Um,
better?
Yes, I'm much more focused, you can say. Who is your friend?
This is our new friend Lilith, and she says that she wants to hire us for a job.
Yeah, but for
Yes,
free.
I saw she's super nice.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. We did spend a few hours looking for you. Lilith
apologize.
Mormont. And I hold out my hand to shake her hand.
I'll shake it. Yeissal of Clandon Hills. I'm sorry if my friends caused you more trouble than what it was worth.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. It was quite the little romp around the city. Had a great time getting to know each other.
Yes. We're all really good friends now. Well,
Of
I'm glad to
course.
have you back, Yeissal. We missed you.
I go over and hug Yeissal's leg.
I will
I
tell
pick him.
Ranaval.
I pick him up and hug him.
I will tell Ranaval to go land on Yeissal's shoulder. And also kind of give like a little small hug for me.
Oh, oh.
I
That's
knew
just
you
Matty in the
wouldn't
corner,
leave.
like.
Well, I would love to get more information about the job you wish us to perform. Please come in.
Of course. While like they're having their little reunion moment, and then while we're heading in, can I just like look around really quick? Do I see like any of like the guards that would like be part of my family's like retinue, or like any like familiar faces of people? Since like I might actually really be leaving the city. I'd want to make sure that they don't know I'm leaving until I'm already gone.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. 22.
Nice.
Hey. No, you don't see anyone.
Nice.
Do I notice
Cool.
that she's trying to be like sneaky in a way?
I mean, notice her look around, but I mean, that's normal. People look around all the time.
That's fair.
Insight check.
As a group, we were just all looking around.
Yeah, no, I like, you know, high passive perception. I was just being nosy, potentially trying to help with the problem.
I
But
will
you
follow them in.
walk back to the guest room of the Temple of Erathis.
I will revert back to my normal, like, vision and hearing and stuff. And then get Ranaval to come back to the sling so he can sleep.
Well, is this the whole group? Is there anyone else who's missing?
Well,
Nope, just us.
technically,
that was
there's
it.
2 people that had to
Oh.
go home.
Oh, right.
No one is missing, madam. No one is missing.
Thank you.
Am I not
Yeissal.
supposed to talk about them? Oh no.
Well, please explain this job thing.
Did I miss something? Are we supposed to call you Madam? Or is it Lilith?
Lilith is fine. In fact, I would prefer Lilith. Madam is.
Okay. Just making sure.
No, it's no trouble. Right. Well, you see, a friend of mine has gone missing, and
No.
it doesn't seem like they're in the city, and so I'm hoping to strike out into the world, try to find them. But it's a little bit difficult to do that on my own.
What does your friend look like?
Well, he has reddish skin. He has horns on his head. He has dark hair about this long. He usually carries a tattered spell book. Clothes neither indicative of nobility nor extreme poverty. He's handsome. About in his mid-30s.
Do you know where he was going, or where he might have gone? Or what happened to him?
Unfortunately, I don't. He seems to have vanished rather suddenly,
Oh, no.
and I would like to look for him, or at least practice my magical skills a bit more so that I have the means to look for him myself. As it stands so far, the magical lessons that he was providing for me have stopped, so I have to learn on my own. Hence,
Was he like a teacher?
he was my tutor.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
So I figured adventuring, you seem to be the adventurous sort by the look of you, would be one of the best ways to hone my skills, as that was how he honed his.
Adventuring is a lot of fun, but it can be very dangerous. But with all of us together, I don't think it will be that dangerous.
That would be great. I would prefer not dangerous, but
But danger is fun sometimes.
I'm sure it is.
Have you ever explored any runes?
Oh my
Like
gosh.
ruins?
We are already going to ruins.
Well, yeah, but we gotta see if she has any experience in the subject.
Yes, we ultimately, assuming that it's ingredient of my party, that we were going to investigate the ruins with the city, but however, that is if you guys are still interested
course.
in such.
You want to go?
I am always down to investigate some ruins.
Yes,
Wait.
I had during last night I had a lot of time to think about it and put things in perspective that I believe it would do good. And as you say, it is something that I should look into because of the personal reasons.
Well, what are we doing here? Let's go. Come on.
Well, we have a client
daylight.
right now.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but she's
yeah.
gonna come with us.
Well, technically, she's our friend. I told her we'd do it for
Yeah.
free as long as she stayed and was our friend.
She's our friend.
Yeah.
No, if we're being hired, we should be expected to be paid for something.
But we're helpers.
We're not,
we
we're not
help
getting,
everyone.
Yeah, she's a friend of ours now, so we don't get paid. We don't. She's not.
I'm more
hiring us
than
if we're
willing
getting-
to pay for your services, and hopefully any tasks that you need done, perhaps if my magical abilities can assist with that, that could also be used towards my payment as
Sure,
well.
that can be your payment.
Of course,
Helping
so
us.
I can also
not the
provide gold.
entire payment. However, your assistance in helping and we helping with you as well will bring it down very, very substantially. It wouldn't be as much as it usually would be.
Wonderful.
Do you have any idea of where this person will be, or any leads?
Unfortunately not. He vanished rather suddenly, and despite my thorough investigations, I found little to no evidence of where he could have possibly gone. I study divination magic, and so with enough time, practice, and study of my school, I should be able to find him on my own. But, well, it does take time.
Well, is it possible? Like, was he the type to go out studying magical phenomena?
No, not without me.
Does he live outside of town?
No.
What is the name of this individual?
His name is Abel.
We all switched spots.
Sierra turned off her webcam.
Yep.
Oh, it's off. Oh,
Oh, now the audio's a lot better now.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like going through my webcam instead
Called
of
it.
so that's what I had to fix.
There you go. You sound way better.
Yeah, we
must
can
have
hear you
cleared your
much
throat.
better now.
You have a little bit of a
Okay.
frog in your throat there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to put it at a lot of work last night.
Oh.
Were you eating a lot of food? I don't really understand.
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, like, next time you're gonna go to like a buffet, let me know. I love to eat food.
That's a 17 insight check. Do I know she's talking about what she's saying? Do I get the insinuation? Am I picking up what she's putting down?
Yeissal, is she? Say that?
19 plus 5.
Oh!
So probably
No, I'm not.
She's
I'm just a
very
little-
hard to read.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, God.
Raise an eyebrow.
Hmm.
Need another drink. I guess.
I wish I was with you at your buffet thing.
It doesn't.
I just
I
settled
just
for
need
like
to
a
get
good
them.
berry. I understand.
I'll treat you to a buffet.
What about us? Do we get treated to the buffet too, Yeissal?
Well, technically, we
Pretty
said
please?
that every time we went out to eat, we had to do that game.
True.
So,
Lilith, we
Hmm.
have a game we play when we go out to eat.
Lovely. Tell me
each-
more.
We each put an object on the table, and we
Mm.
let the person that brings us our food pick an object, and whoever's object they pick has to pay for the meal. So
Do
hopefully
they
that is
keep
okay
the
with you.
object?
No. Of course not. We get the object back, but the object is just signifying who pays.
I
It,
haven't brought a lot of things with me, but
well, just like what I see, I just take off my ring and I put it in there. That's what my object is. It doesn't have to be something like, you know, just something that we would know is yours.
last time I did my pan flute, but for some reason, people like to point at that. So next time, I think I might do a sock or something, because
Oh, there you go.
hopefully people wouldn't point at a sock.
You never know. Maybe they like socks.
That's fair. I'm bad at this game.
I don't think you're bad at
Anyway.
it. I just think it's a game of chance, which are always fun, as long as they're fair.
Well, Lilith, you can pay us at least.
Free amounts.
No,
You can pay us in friendship.
no,
You could pay us in cuddles.
no.
Well, it seems like you're just paying Yeissal. We will just take friendship. Or
Yeah.
cuddles. Whatever you're more comfortable with.
Just bonding in general, really.
Yes, just bonding
we're a
as
very
friends.
big bonding group.
Bonding, yes.
Right. Well,
Jason, we can discuss the exact terms of the contract that we will be writing up. Perhaps once we've already hit the road, it seems your friends are full of boundless energy today.
yes,
We're
they
always
often
like
are. Yes, it is
Hmm.
their
I'm
most
very,
defining
very-
trait.
I'm very, very excited to go to some ruins. I haven't been into some ruins in quite some time since Matty found me, and I just really miss it.
Yeah, and I was worried that I was going to have an argument with Yeissal today, but it turns out I didn't.
Why?
No reason.
Why did you
But it
think
turns
that?
out I didn't, so everything's okay. Everything's okay.
Yeah.
What has happened since I was gone? Did something happen?
No.
I mean, you went to a
Inside
buffet
check.
without us. That's what happened. It made us a little sad.
Natural 20.
I don't know what we're inside. I don't know what's going on here.
Science check. What did he do while I was gone?
Oh.
Like, did he do something horrible? Why we would have an argument?
No.
Why do we need to have an argument?
I had an argument with you before you left. Well, technically in front of the whole group.
Did we have an argument?
About you needing to face your past so you can learn.
Oh yeah, yeah, that is one of the reasons. Well then, no. But yes, we should go into the rooms. However, Miss Lilith, that you would not have to pay for this excursion because this is not your personal game. This is not your mission that you hired us for. You can come along for assistance, and your help in this endeavor will lessen the cost.
Of course, I wouldn't dream of standing by the wayside while you embarked on this endeavor. I would be more than happy to help. After all, I am your friend now, aren't I?
Yay, new friend.
Yes. And if your friend is in the ruins, you don't even have to pay for it.
True.
Because this one's free.
This one is free.
I can only hope that such a coincidence would transpire.
I hope for you, because it would be very funny in this situation specifically.
It would be.
And it would not be very funny in this situation.
It would be, Yeissal. Come on now.
It would be a little
Not
bit
of the
funny.
nature. No, not because of the
Come on,
nature.
we just got a lot of gold from that cat lady.
Did we? We did.
Well, anyway, I do wish. Do you have any? What are your specializations, by the way?
Well, I am a student of the School of Divination Magic. At present, I've memorized a few different spells. Specifically, I'm quite good at deciphering information, languages, whether or not something is magical, finding objects, reading minds.
So I will never have to find an object ever again?
If I've seen it, I can find it if it is within about 1,000 feet.
That's
Right.
wonderful. I'll
1,000
never
feet.
take that spell now.
Lilith, we're gonna be great friends, I believe. Me
I
and
also
Matty
agree.
are always looking for new magic items and things like that, so I think we're gonna get along very
Yes.
well.
I would love to study your practices, and maybe I can incorporate it into my studies and my experiments.
Yes, I would love to see the projects that you're working on. As I said, your weapon is quite impressive.
Oh yeah, here you can look at it if you want.
Oh. She holds it, and she definitely does not know
Oh, pointy end goes that way. Point it away from people. There you go.
Okay. Wonderful.
you see this mechanical trap here? It is set to reload the shot, so I don't have to constantly reload.
Isn't that clever?
She's very smart.
Very smart. I've
I'll
watched her
give that
build.
back to you.
Yeissal.
Well, then I guess we should get. Oh God.
Here
You
it goes.
Uh-oh.
hear
Uh-oh.
a voice. It's a familiar voice, actually. And it says, "This is Lumi Sashi. I would like to speak with you. If you are amenable, please reply with a time and place, and I'll meet you there."
I'm actually currently in the Temple of Arathis at the moment, but I will be over very shortly.
Since Victoria's new, can you tell us who that person was? I remember. But
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Yeah, just for Victoria's sake.
just
of
for
course.
Uh-huh.
Victoria.
Yeah, just for Victoria's sake.
Mhm,
Uh-huh.
Of course.
Yeah.
That is the High Priest of Bahamut.
Oh, yeah. See, I knew that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. It's
No
very
problem. I'm looking out for you.
Which
Thanks.
is actually kind of funny.
yeah. I was scared to speak up on my own. I'm really glad that you advocated for me, Jamie.
Yeah,
Good job,
no
Jamie.
problem. Thanks. A king. I dropped my crown. My bad.
Here, King, you dropped this.
Oh dear.
Well, shall we while the day is still young?
Yes, we should have. Hopefully, you're okay with walking. We're gonna be quite a long walk, but
I was
It's
gonna
not that
say, does
bad.
everybody have rations? But we don't really need it.
no, you have food.
I
You can make
forgot.
good berries for us,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, just for clarification, we are going to stop at Temple Bahamut just for a split second.
Sure.
Sure.
Probably good to check in
Musashi.
there if we're gonna go see a ruin of
Yes.
I mean, we don't have to tell them because then we don't have to turn in any artifacts
Well,
we might find there.
that's. I feel like that's up to Yeissal if she wants to
I
tell
guess
them.
that's true, but like that's no fun.
I am going to walk out.
Okay.
I'm going to follow.
Yeah, I will follow also.
Follow.
And head to the Temple of Bahamut to speak with Musashi.
Alex, is Goodberry food and water, or is Goodberry just food?
What does it say?
Yeah, what does the spell say?
It
think it's-
says
I think it's both.
eating one
Yeah,
berry
is it just
restores
nourishment?
1 hit point, and the berry provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
nourish-
probably water and food.
Yeah, it'd be water and food, nourishment. Enough to keep you alive for a day.
Yeah.
I just thought about that now. That's why I asked.
It's a good question.
So you head over to the Temple of Bahamut, and Lumisashi is at the entrance to greet you.
Good morning, High Priest.
Oh, good morning. Terribly sorry to just call you in like this. But if you would follow me, would you like your friends to be present? They can be, of course.
Yeah, if they so wish.
Of course, I will go.
Yeah.
Well, if everyone's going, I suppose I shall as well.
Yes.
And he leads you to a sort of office area. And there are comfortable chairs, which he invites you to sit in. Would you like some tea or water or anything?
Do you have any teas with like fruit in them?
Oh, of course.
I would like some of that, please.
Yeah, make it 2. Why not?
I am alright, because I just ate a good berry and... oh boy.
You can't turn down fruit teas though, they're so
But
good.
I'm so full already, and if I even drink a drop, I'm just going to explode.
Okay. I'll take his.
And he makes the tea. He's got like this little magical hot plate thing in his office. Because, you know, high fantasy, gotta have
Mhm.
those practical
Of
magic
course.
objects.
Are you
Yeah.
hungry, High
Ooh, that's
Priest?
fascinating. I gotta learn how to build me one of those. I'm like totally into it. I'm studying the fuck out of that hot plate. Can I make a roll?
It's legitly
For
just
intelligence.
All right,
it's
all right.
legitly just a piece like a piece of like metal plate with
Hey,
like
hey,
indented,
hey,
like,
hey!
metal.
I rolled really high. 90.
I'm gonna... in this
23!
Ooh,
23
nice.
for the hot plate?
Yeah,
Yeah, but straight intelligence! Straight intelligence! I rolled a 19!
You think you get, you know, the principles and everything, and you think you can create this.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna start pull up my notebook and just ignore the conversation happening around me and just start making study notes on a hot plate.
You know, what
But-
if you took that and, like, overpowered it so it would shoot, like fire from the plate?
Let's start with the basics. Basics first. Basics
That's
first.
fair.
But Lumisashi pours tea for those who want it, and then sits down. So, well, first of all, I wanted to, well, say that, the people who were involved in that tragic happening years ago, have
You mean
been
the
in
murder
prison.
of the Yanti?
You don't know what Yuanti are.
Oh, right. The murder of my people. I forgot
Yes.
I don't know what I am.
Yes. The people responsible are all imprisoned, and well, there's really no forgiveness for it, and I am not expecting you to forgive. I simply wish to tell you of some of the circumstances, so that maybe you can get some peace of mind. After it happened, Heska wrote to me about what had happened, and well, it was frankly not any kind of justice that Bahamut would stand for. And I had just gotten back from the plane of air, and I went to Seawind, and I tried my best to root out the bad people and get them to, well, pay for their crimes that they committed in the name of Bahamut. And then I went on, well, I guess you could call it a bit of a tour around the entire empire and the temples of Bahamut to root out anyone that was not in line with the true beliefs of the temple. And I have since then tried my very best to make sure that everyone in our temples in the empire adhere to Bahamut's teachings, so that this will not happen again. Because it was appalling, and well, I am not going to ask you to forgive Heska either, but you should know that his circumstances were also a bit special, because you know how most Dragonborn these days are born with more muddled colors. Like for metallic Dragonborn, they have different metallic scales and not uniform typically, and I was blessed with silver scales, and that gives me more sway over other Dragonborn, which is silly. And Heska, unfortunately, as a chromatic Dragonborn with a solid collar, well, he is seen with suspicion. And would not be granted the same amount of sway or even respect. So I can see why he would not feel like he could step in that moment and not be killed himself, frankly. But he has always felt awful about what happened, and I know that if he could go back and do it again, he would step in and try to stop it, even if it meant that he would die. So perhaps, even though it may be unforgivable, at least you could understand why, and maybe it could give you some peace going forward. Now, I don't know why he would not tell you, other than being afraid of losing you too. And just going off searching without telling anyone, well, he is, as always, of the thought that he has to do everything himself, because no one would help him. I would help him, but he's stubborn.
Yes, he is.
But all I can say now is that no one who is a true believer of Bahamut would ever slaughter children or anything of the sort, no matter how or why they were born. It doesn't matter. It's not your fault. Well, that is all I can say.
I appreciate you reaching out to me, High Priest. However, the situation is not yet finished. They ruined many lives. And the same people that y'all sought to destroy, that these corrupt individuals sought to destroy, they didn't destroy all of them. And loss breeds vengeance. The situation isn't done. I would suggest you and everyone else be more careful in the future.
I have asked Heska to stay here for a while to make sure that no one will harm him.
That would be wise. But not like to see him harmed. If I find any news of more of this cult, I will send word.
Thank you.
And if you could do me one more favor, High Priest. Give Heska my regards.
I will.
I'll nod and stand up. Ready to leave.
I'll just walk over to the high priest and just hand them a berry.
Oh, thank you.
No,
Very
problem.
kind.
This is very
They've
good tea, by
nourished.
the way.
Would you like to bring a bag with you?
Oh, yes. I would
He
enjoy
goes
that.
and gets a bag of tea leaves. Hands it over to you.
Thank you very
I'm going
much.
to follow Yeissal out.
Yes, me too.
As do I.
Oh,
Well,
why
are
don't
we
we
ready to
head on to
go?
these ruins? Yes.
Yay.
Yeah.
just I was just like,
Yeah.
yikes!
Well, let's go. Does everybody have everything they need? Last check before leaving the city.
I think so.
Lilith, do you have everything you need?
I typically carry the necessary items for my spell casting with me at all times, so I am ready.
Well, let's head on then.
Alex, how much did that spell for sending cost again? That spell scroll?
Fuck if I know.
I think we got
I remember it was a lot.
Yeah, it was
I
a lot
remember
of
it was
money.
a lot.
Yeah, I think it was like 300 and something.
Sounds about right.
Because it's a third level.
Third level,
spell,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. It's a third level.
And it's rare because.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay.
And, okay, 300. No, I won't get it again.
I think it was at least
It was
like
probably a little bit more.
350.
Yeah.
I
wait,
really
yeah.
should write the shit down, but do I ever? Nah.
It is fun.
I slide a berry into Lilith's hand while she's not looking.
I kind of like very concerned, like look down and I'm just like, hello.
Hello! And I
What's-
slide another one into Yeissal's hand because I realized she didn't eat one earlier.
Where did you find this?
I
He
made
makes
it.
them.
Oh. They
It's
look quite
magic.
similar to the berries that grow on the bushes around this area, which are slightly toxic.
These are 100% nourishing.
Thank
Yes,
you.
we've been eating them all the time.
I
They
put it
are-
in my pocket.
They only last for the day, so you want to eat it. And once you eat it, you won't be hungry for the rest of the day. So
Right now.
yeah, you could eat it right now, and you won't be hungry until tomorrow when I give you another one.
Next
We don't have to worry about
specializes
food.
in natural magic.
Yeah, it helps with the rations.
Mm-hmm.
I take it out from my pocket, and I look at it, and I look at all of you, and then I just very delicately pop it into my mouth. It's quite delicious. Thank you for that.
Nyx, we should totally try making tea out of it.
That might work. I don't know. I've never
And
tried it.
then tomorrow morning when we wake up after we sleep, we will try and make some tea out of it. You know, just put some,
I
put
mean,
like
I
maybe
have
like
some
squish the
extras
berry a
right
little bit,
now.
and then just. Well, yeah, but we don't need it right now. I don't want to waste the tea. You know, so
Yeah.
we like squish a berry, put it in the water with the tea bag, and there we go.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. I love me some tea. Almost
I
as
will
much as I
walk
love
next to
ruins.
Lilith. I will walk next to Lilith.
So Lilith, I didn't realize you didn't really. Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Oh, from the city right here. Have you ever left the city?
Rarely. I
Rarely.
spent most of my life and formative years right here in this wonderful city.
That sounds really boring. Sorry.
Yes, it's another reason to adventures, to see the world and make a name for myself.
I also couldn't help to notice when you describe people, you also bring up their wealth and class in the community. Is there a reason for that?
Well, it can help distinguish people. It can oftentimes, in my opinion, be fairly obvious based on one's bearing and appearance.
Alright, what do you think
Language.
I am?
You're one of a kind. I can already tell that.
What's like what
Ooh, what about me?
do you think I'm like poor? Or do you think I'm like moderate?
Let's
You
not
think I'm
talk about
rich?
each other's social status, please. I'd rather not.
Well, I'm
That
just
is not
curious
very
what like I
important.
look like.
No,
That's all.
Yeah, I was just curious of what
You
she thought
look
of me
like a
too.
person.
I mean, that's fair.
Money did not define your worth as a Nyx. It does not
I-
matter.
Well,
I
I
would
don't
like to
even
get a new
care about
poncho
money.
at some point though, because like this one's getting a little old.
That's fair. It looks
It's got
really
some
good.
You
holes in
shouldn't-
it.
It fits you
You shouldn't
quite.
expect people
Yeah, well, yeah,
to
it
judge
fits
you by your
great.
social
I
status.
stop and put my bag
Oh,
on the
I'm not.
ground and take out a platinum piece and give it to him so he could buy a new cloak.
No, I don't need that, but
or
thank
a new
you.
thing. No, it's all right. You get a really nice one.
Oh,
I'm
but
sure that'll
we
cover
can't
it.
do that now. No, here, you keep that for now.
All right. Never
And-
mind.
Of course.
When we go, but when we get to the next city or come back to this city, then I will take it from you.
You could just get
and
like
then
one
we
really
can-
pretty
because
one.
well, yeah, but you normally have to get it custom made, and then we'll
And-
do that later.
We often get dirty if we're going into ruins. We never know. Like, there's probably
Yeah.
lots of spider webs and like
Mhm.
dust and dirt.
All kind of creepy crawlies
like,
sometimes.
Isn't the plan to continue to go into more ruins?
Wait,
Hopefully.
So then, like, wouldn't you never want to buy a new one? Because it's gonna get dirty regardless.
Maddie, why don't you invent a
True.
type of fabric that doesn't get dirty?
That is such a good idea.
Why haven't I thought
knew-
of that before? That's so
I
smart.
knew inviting her to be our friend was the correct idea.
Did those spiders that we kill have any, like, web sacks? Maybe it's like a silk? And the silk maybe doesn't get dirty.
I mean, that's
I-
very sticky. Tend to be so they would.
No,
sometimes
there
it'd probably
is
get
definitely
more
a
sticky.
means
Like
of
six
like.
things would stick to it.
You could, like,
So do you-
work
Well,
with
you
it
could
and not be
isolate
sticky.
specific protein from the web material itself,
Oh,
remove
yeah.
it, and then use it to weave fabric.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be the
interesting.
web itself.
Yeah, because that'd be a little weird having a whole bunch of just sticky clothes that you would just stick to everybody.
We're talking about this as we're walking out the city
Yes,
to go on
of
our
course.
adventure.
Yeissal will ask, what was the name that you were from, Lilith? Your last
Hmm?
name? What was your last name, Lilith?
Oh, Mormont.
Mormont.
Alex, do I know that name? If they have a reputation?
Make a history check.
Uh-oh.
19.
Well, you have heard of Mormonts. They are part of kind of like the old guard of noble families that stretch back from before the empire was formed. So, like, really, really old nobility, basically.
Perfect. Lilith, I can't help but notice. So are you very deep into the family's business? What position do you hold in your family?
Oh, no, my brother actually handles most of the business affairs along with my parents. I personally decided to study magic instead. I don't have much involvement in the family's affairs. Although if you're looking for a loan, I'm sure we could
No,
arrange.
that is not what I was really interested in. However, Mormont, that name is very familiar. Were your parents or your family give you permission to leave?
Wait, what did you? I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, you sounded really
Do
muffled.
your parents? Oh, I'm probably doing it again. Did your parents give you permission?
Yes, they did. I make my own decisions, and they support me in that.
Inside check.
Yeissal, she seems old enough to make her own decisions. I don't understand why she would need her approval of her family to leave.
Here comes Yeissal's flaw.
I'm gonna use my portent
19.
to give you. I'm gonna use my portent to give you a 6.
All right, good job. Good job. You got me. Can I use deja vu to reroll?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think I can.
It's like it switches. No.
Because even with the advantage, it will still switch to the 6.
Yeah.
I just replaced the roll.
Yeah. So that will become a 10. That is nuts. Yeah, that will become a 10.
$16.
She got me. We got the two like British people looking at each other like, I love it. Well done.
So Lilith, you quickly notice that on our like quick travels out of the city, Azzabin does not shut up. Talks the whole
Unfortunately.
time.
And Matty and Nyx completely engage him, so it just gets worse
Yeah,
and
'cause
worse
I
and worse.
think he's constantly just like making average conversation. Like this is how people talk, you know. Just so I answer like everything.
Yeah, Lilith is very, very polite in her answers, and she'll usually say things that, like, it sounds like a compliment. It sounds like she's really buttering you up.
Cool.
Whether or not that's what she's actually doing,
That's what Azzabin thinks because he is not very insightful. So
I am
She's trying her
very
best to
Yeissal
insightful.
is watching her constantly.
yeah, just being, like,
you
polite
are
and...
Azzabin's new friend, so he trusts you wholeheartedly.
I am very insightful, but I also trust you because you're my friend, and friends don't lie to each other. So.
Exactly.
I am also insightful, but I do not trust you. That name.
Old money.
Old money. Don't trust that old money. You don't trust old money here.
I'm just gonna lead us on kind of like the same path that we took, like exactly the same path.
I mean, it starts, with the road out in the farmlands, which
Yeah.
you will travel on for days. So,
When we're walking, I'll point out which farms, like, my family owns. Just be like, oh yeah, that one over there, over the hill.
That's so cool.
Yeissal rolls her eyes a couple of times.
Azzabin is like very intrigued.
it's those big glass domes, basically.
Cool.
A lot of the farms here are without that and more like livestock and stuff because it's the hilly area, but specifically, like everyone she points out has one of those big glass dome greenhouse type thing.
Interesting.
Your family owns quite a lot of farms.
We do. When you've been around as long as the Mormonts have, you have a lot of time to diversify your investments.
Seems like it.
Are we an investment?
Friendship is the best investment that there is.
Do the Mormonts know of any like ruins that are nearby that need to be explored, perhaps?
Do I know of any ruins nearby that need to be explored, perhaps? Probably not.
Your family doesn't really do that type of thing.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, I can't say that the family is aware of any, but perhaps there is a distant Mormont crypt being inhabited by creatures. Nefarious and strange.
We should check it out. We should check it
Well,
out.
I don't really think we need to check out like nefarious creatures.
But typically, at least from what I remember, nefarious creatures are guarding special things.
But like they can kill you.
Yeah, but every special, like anything that's
Well,
worth
to be fair,
finding
almost
and
anything could
discovering.
technically kill you if
I mean,
you're not
that's
careful.
fair. I got killed by a stray crossbow bolt. Going
That-
You
through
did?
my heart.
You did.
That was more specific.
Yes, Lilith. He actually died on an airship coming to the city, actually, by a roguey gentleman that was trying to What was he trying to do again? Was he trying to kill somebody? I don't remember actually.
He killed a bunch of
Poisoned
snakes.
people.
Right.
And poisoned. He killed 2 people. But most importantly, he killed a
Right.
whole family of snakes. We've been
Yes.
chasing. Yeissal and I have been chasing him for a long time.
And he tried to pin it on Yeissal. Well, I don't know if he actually tried to pin it on Yeissal. I think it just actually ended up being.
Technically,
It was just
just
a
bad
really
luck.
weird coincidence that did not look good in our favor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she has a poisonous snake, which I don't think Yeissal you've shown off to Lilith yet. But anyways, she has a poisonous snake that they
I
thought
don't believe you
poisoned the people.
really need to know that. I mean, it's not very
Was that a
important.
secret? I didn't know that was a secret. I am
But
sorry.
like, it's
I
important.
And
did
it's
not
not a
say
secret,
anything.
it's just not that important.
It's important to share stories with friends
Yeah.
to ingratiate the friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. What Nyx said.
Indeed.
Now you know I've died before.
Yes.
And I'm so glad that you're back because now we can be friends.
100. I like you.
Is she
You're
being
very
sarcastic?
good.
Like,
no,
is she
no.
being sarcastic?
I mean, insight check me if you want.
I will. I to insight check everything she said.
Nyx,
Wrong show.
We have made the best new friend ever, I think.
She's wonderful.
Right?
17 insight. Like, is she just generally like being nice, or is she just being like
No, that was
just a
honest.
sarcastic?
That was not sarcastic. That was like
Okay.
summing up and up.
I am noticeably like for just meeting this person, I am less nervous around Lilith than I was with Matty. That would be very noticeable.
I mean, I know. It's okay.
So you travel. Well, it's about half a day, I guess, because it was about noonish when you headed out,
Yes.
and then have to camp among the hills again.
Is it
and
still snowy?
there- Yes, it is
Oh,
still
God.
snowy and cold.
Oh man.
Oh man.
It's still winter, guys.
Well, I can
Um,
clear us out a plot, but then I can't summon Fipa tonight. Oh well.
I mean, you will still have like time to short rest before bed, like, you know.
That's fair. I'll do that. Never mind.
When it seems like we have like a place to camp, Lilith will unholster her fancy book that's like kind of strapped to her waist, and I will lay it on the ground, and I'm going to take a tiny bell and put a little silver wire through it, and I'm going to tie it to everybody's pinkies and cast alarm on the space as a ritual.
While she's doing that, I'm gonna go over her shoulder. What are you doing?
I am casting an alarm spell.
Oh, interesting.
In the middle of her casting that spell, I was actually setting up to clear the plot, so I turn into a giant badger
Just dig.
and dig.
Snow flies everywhere.
I never ever talk about like the color my animal forms take. But my animal forms always have like a similar like light green-ish color on them, but like there are black streaks throughout the animal.
Cool.
Like
I'm
black
just digging.
accents.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
digging.
Like 'em.
I'm saying that in Azzabin's mind. Dig, 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 dig.
Telepathically, you hear
Dig, 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 dig.
I will be, as long as he does it, I say it out loud. Dig, 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 dig.
Dig.
I use my mage hand to like make sure any snow that gets back into the hole, I'm like pushing it out.
I will do the same while saying dig, 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 dig,
Dig,
dig,
dig, dig, dig, dig,
because
dig.
I have mage hand now too.
In an
Hell
hour
yeah.
time,
Do I hear him saying dig, dig, dig?
Oh, no,
Not
I'm saying
me.
it out loud. I'm saying it out
Oh,
loud.
God.
in an hour's time, would I have enough like dig speed to clear enough for like 2 tents?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wait, I thought we just need 1 tent.
Well, I
So we
didn't know
got
if Lilith was comfortable.
Also, having that many people in a 2-person tent.
Someone has to sleep
Oh,
on
we
top of
needed to
someone
get a
else.
bigger tent.
We never.
forgot to
Oh
buy
my
it.
goodness!
We forgot to buy the tent.
That was like one of. Wait, couldn't you do your like magic science on our 2 people tents, two people tents to
Could you
make it into
combine
one
them?
4-person tent?
I mean, we have enough fabric that we could probably just somehow. Do we have any like sewing needles or anything that we could just sew the fabric together?
I don't think that is quite needed.
I mean, technically, we have 3 2-people tents. I think.
Yeah, because Yeissal has her own tent.
Yeah.
I have a tent.
We have 4 2-people tents.
We could make a 8-person tent?
No, we don't need to do that.
We could make a tent mansion.
Oh,
I think that's unnecessary.
good.
I wonder if we could put a 2nd story in our tent.
Oh my god.
I'm setting up my own
A
tent.
tent fort.
I am also setting up my own tent.
Wait, guys.
But there's only room for the 2 tents.
Well, that's just the 2 tents then. We don't have to set up the tents. We're free to do whatever we want, Nyx.
Oh my gosh, this is the first time I didn't have to set up the tent.
Yes.
I'm just
What
gonna
do you want to do?
I'm gonna bend over and ball up a snowball and throw it at Azzabin.
I will do the same and throw it back at him.
Seeing it, I'm going inside the tent. And I'm closing the flap.
We're just over here having a snowball fight now. That's all we're doing.
Yep.
I am going to use my tinkering tools to make that hot plate.
Okay.
That's how I spend it.
I love that that's what she wants. She said, I gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
Do I still have that hot stick? Or warm
Yeah,
stick?
you have the warm glow stick.
Alright, I'm still
But
holding
that's
on to it.
different. That's different. That's
Yeah, I
different.
was just wondering if I still had it or if you had changed your
No.
thingy.
But I can use part of that magic to help with this hot plate. So, hey, magical tinkering.
I'm going to ritual cast Unseen Servant and mentally command it to block snowballs from hitting me in case these people try to do that. And I'm going to sit in my tent and I'm going to look through my spellbook and write down some like formulas and shit that wizards do.
And I will also
Do the shit that
roll.
wizards do. I love it.
Do that wizard shit.
Let's roll a D. Is it D6? D6.
Once we're done having our snowball fight, I'll produce flame and then control flame to like dry us off.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
That was a lot of fun. Next time we'll have to get everybody else to join us though.
Well, it seemed like as soon as they saw us, they ran inside.
Because they're scared of our talent in snowball fights.
I also
That's-
apparently am on a creative streak because I create a new elixir.
Ooh.
That one.
Ooh.
Oh. That's a
Ooh,
good one.
fancy.
Fancy.
Ooh.
What does that taste like?
What does that taste
Boldness.
like?
Now
Boldness.
Blue Gatorade.
Blue Gatorade.
Gatorade.
No,
Gatorade.
it's
Yes.
bold. It's got to be bolder than blue Gatorade. It's like
Monster energy.
Is this one of the alcoholic beverages that has a raw egg in it?
Oh, God.
No.
Oh,
this is like
Oh.
blue Mountain Dew mixed with like
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Yeah.
oh wow.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, it's pretty bold.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
I don't know. You just see, like, no one sees this, but she's like mixing just random chemicals together. Like, which one will do this? Who knows?
I wander
It
over
should
to
be
the
safe.
tents, and now I'm confused as to which tent I'm supposed to go into. So I just kind of stand outside of them until somebody
Oh.
invites me into a tent.
You can come watch me experiment. I'm
I'm
making a
going
hot
in.
plate.
I'm going in to watch her
Wait, what-
experiment.
Wait, hold on. Is there 3 tents set up, or is there just
Two. There's just 2.
Wait, which one are you in then? Because each one of them are in a different tent, right? Lilith and Yeissal. So which one are you in the
Yeah.
tent with?
I'm in the tent with whichever tent Maddie's in.
I I just picked a 10 and started experimenting. So whoever came in to lay down is up to them.
Yeah, I was already in there.
Oh, then I guess
I'm also already in there.
Okay, then I probably went in with Lilith. I probably went in with Lilith then.
I will also go in the one with Lilith then, with Matty in them, because that's the one I.
Well, cozy.
Hello, everyone.
Don't worry. In the middle of the night, Yeissal will be in here too.
Yes.
No, I won't.
She likes to cuddle.
Matty does this thing where she like leaves her arm open and waits for Yeissal, and Yeissal always comes and cuddles with Matty every night. It happens.
Well,
Except
you're more
for
than
last
welcome
night.
to cuddle also.
Yeah, last
Seems
night.
like you're all quite close.
Mm-hmm.
It's
We're just
very
friends.
charming.
We bond.
We're very good friends.
You know, I think I will pass on the cuddling.
But it also
Since
keeps us warm because it's so cold out, you know. So
Yeah.
it's
good point. Like I said, I think I'll pass on the cuddling for now, since we've only known each other for about 5 hours.
we totally
Except
understand.
10 hours. I have keen mind, so I know exactly how long it's been. But
Oh God!
I love it.
that
I
amount of time.
suffer already. I saw it and I suffered.
I can delete it if you
no.
want. I can delete it if you
No,
want.
it's fine.
Speaking of time, I can summon Fipa now. So now there's one more thing in the tent.
This tent is extremely crowded, and with Matty doing experiments, it's like, how do you even fit?
Here, I will help
you
out.
know,
I will be back in a
Here,
little while. Here, Matty, take the ring,
Got it.
and I'll touch the ring, and I'll go into the ring. I vanish into a ring.
Well, that was surprising.
And then I touch the ground with my hand, and the black like pulls out, and it's a green hand now, and then a little corgi is on the ground.
Seems you all are full of surprises.
This is Fipa, and Fipa is my best friend.
Hello, Fipa, and I'll hold out my hand for him to sniff.
Fipa sniff. Fipa do the
I
thing where
will-
he like does the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if he keeps his head there, I'll pet him.
Now your hand is on fire. No, I'm just joking.
Oh God! Ah.
He
Nice.
wiggles his entire butt.
My brother has a corgi. I love the little butt wiggles.
Butt
They're so
wiggles.
cute.
Yeah.
His little britches.
He has a full flame for a tail though.
Yeah, but his
Flame.
butt still wiggles.
Mhm.
Yeah. And his black tail flame goes like this.
The real question is though, is he like Charmander? So if that flame goes out, does he die?
No.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
The flame doesn't go out.
Well, what if
Must
it
protect.
does
It's
go out?
No, it
Amaterasu or
doesn't.
whatever.
Oh, okay.
We're not like Ash. We're responsible Pokemon owners.
I actually wanted to talk to Fipa, so I'm gonna go outside for a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull Fipa to the side. I know he can't talk to me. And I'm just gonna be like, hey, so like I've been thinking a lot, and you have helped me a lot. And I just wanted to like let you know, if you need help with anything, like I'll help you if I can. I know that like you're only out a little bit, but I would be more than willing to help you with anything that you ever need help with.
He licks your face.
I give him a big hug. And then I go back inside the tent. I just wanted to let him know that. Mutual respect.
Yeah. It's that gift again. I can't handle it.
Do I have to make a check, Alex?
Yeah.
For the
A
hot plate? Is it
tinkering
tinkers
check.
check? Okay. Okay. Hell yeah, I'm proficient. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh no!
Kaboom!
The entire shit
Math
blows up.
22! 16 plus 6, so 22, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gay and can't do math.
Same. So I'd say like for like a couple of hours work, you start the process of the hot plate, but it's not finished yet.
Awesome. Thank you. Work in progress. Whip. It's a whip. And I put the whip back in my pack and I set up for bed.
Lots of whips this episode. Weird.
Yikes.
Mine's the good whip, though.
Lilith whips out her whip. No, just
She
kidding. I don't.
suddenly in a leather getup.
I'm
Oh,
sorry, I'm
God.
using fanfiction jargon. That's.
But eventually you all find sleep, I guess.
I would stay up for. I would probably like when everyone fell asleep. I'm like exiting that crowded tent,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna like keep watch outside and appreciate like the cold, and just think and keep watch.
I mean, it's pretty safe here in the farmlands because there are other like guards that guard the actual farms and everything around.
Yeah,
so
but I've
you're
never
pretty
really like
guarded.
left the city, so I feel like I'm like
That's-
kind of like
Valid?
Yeah, that's
That's-
fair. And
that's
also escaping the tent. That's
yeah, that too is a
People.
big yeah.
but it's a nice night. You can see some stars between like clouds. Very pretty. And I think we will take a bit of a break here and come back shortly.
Okay. We'll be right back. I hope you enjoyed our little surprise.
Woo!
Not, I mean, she's not tiny.
Our big surprise.
Actually, I'm the exact size of the Discord display. I've lied to you all. I am 3
Oh.
inches
Just
tall.
like this big, yeah.
Oh,
Well, no, I know that's a lie. I've seen you in person.
That's
What are you
fair.
talking about?
I
Okay.
know that's a lie.
We'll be right
Anyway,
back.
That's Sierra.
They ought to be.
Bye bye.
And we're back.
And whoa.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh,
It's
it's
you
not
guys.
spiky little. It did like a little swipe across the.
Yeah. It's the transition.
You guys, you spent the night. You wake up. It is morning. It is snowing and raining at the same time.
Oh, that's the
Oh, great.
worst.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Bob.
that's the worst. That is the worst.
It's also very windy, so it blows right into your face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Big
lovely.
yikes.
Y'all love that, huh?
And then I guess we just pack up tents and start heading.
Yep.
Yee.
How did everyone sleep?
I hand everybody good berries
I will
as soon
eat
as
the
you
good
ask that
berry.
question.
Thank you.
I slept all right. Let me make sure I prepared my spells for the day.
I saw.
Oh, I gotta do that to. Oh my god, I forgot that I can do that.
I saw you didn't come cuddle last night. Why? What's going on?
There's no reason to right now.
But it's cold.
I was fine.
We missed the warmth. You made
No.
Maddie a little sad.
Can I look at Matt? Does she look sad? Is she sad?
A little bit.
Oh
It's okay.
no.
I was cuddled up next to her feet.
Do you
Oh,
think it means that she doesn't like me anymore?
that's impossible, Maddie.
I think she's just going through a little bit of a hard time.
It was just very crowded in our room in that tent, and I didn't want to make our guests.
I feel so silly. We were supposed to buy a bigger tent.
Mm-hmm.
We could
It's-
really try
it's
to just
quite
combine
alright.
our tents.
I think that's a good idea. We should just try and combine our tents into one giant tent.
Yeah, I
It's
think
actually
we should try to do that.
Well, what if we stop a little bit early today?
And then do that.
Do that while I clear out the area.
Okay.
Yes. I agree. Good idea, Nyx.
Yeah, I like that idea. Good plan.
All
I
right.
feel
How
better.
do you feel about that? Do you want to be in another tent with all of us, or would you rather have your own personal space?
Oh, I'm fine with whatever's easier for the group. I am, after all, tagging along on your journey.
Our journey. You're part of the team.
You're a part of our friend group now, Lilith.
My apologies. Our journey.
Yes. Good job.
You are an adventurer now.
Yes.
You know, I don't think it's fully hit me yet.
Well,
But it is-
will
it
when we
is-
get in a fight, because that's when
Yeah.
that's when everything hits the fan.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it can be a
I did
little
have a bit of
scary.
a hard time falling asleep last night,
Oh,
but it is rather exciting to leave home for the first time.
First time. Okay.
oh, that's really exciting. You're being independent now.
Mhm.
That I am.
So did you study at home, or did you have to leave to study at an academy or such?
Oh, no, we hired a tutor.
Her
I
friend,
studied-
Right, your mentor.
Yeah.
her
That's,
friend
yeah,
was the
that's
tutor.
who we're trying
what
to
we're
help.
looking for.
Or trying to find. Yes.
Okay. And so keep it moving.
I'm struggling
Maddie's so
through the
mad
snow
that
again.
she's kind of.
I'm
You
really
know what,
excited
Donna?
about combining the tents because, like, I felt so
Matthew.
silly for not buying it, and now we're gonna make a proper one.
Matty, I watched you make that potion last night. Have you ever considered perhaps you could make a potion that would make Yeissal like you more? If you're worried about it.
Oh, well, I don't want to force her to like me more.
Do I hear that?
Probably.
Oh yeah, I give Yeissal like a glance. Like I say
Massive
it like
shade. Massive shade.
I don't want to force her to like me more, and I don't think I have the ability. Well, I mean, it is
Nancy,
potential.
you don't have to
Love
do no
potions
such
are a
thing. I like
thing.
you just as you are.
Oh,
We have
thanks.
been through a lot together, so
So you're
I
not
like you
mad
more
at
than most people.
you're not mad at me?
No, of course not. Though.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I actually like you way more than like a lot of other people.
Oh,
Maybe
what about
tonight
me?
you just like You cuddle her first.
Yeah, so. What
I'm
about me?
sorry, Nick.
What?
What? Ooh. Sorry, I have to show this.
Yeah, so. What about me? What about me?
Blackberries from a farm.
Oh, nice. I love
I need
blackberries.
to eat.
I'm actually,
Give
I'm
me-
actually drinking blackberry lemonade. Hope that's not what it is.
Give me.
What?
Here, Alex, I will give it to you through the screen.
Nom.
Oh, I'm even more excited.
These kids fall in love. I'm over it.
Don't start that.
Don't
start it.
I will. You know that Sonata and Chloe's story has spread across the world.
Oh yeah, it's like syndicated and shit. Like it's copyrighted and it's playwrights. It's all over. It's fucking awesome.
That's like a big part of their income.
Yeah.
I bet you Lilith has seen it.
Definitely.
Probably.
They probably had to like play it as like a child, like in like, theater.
Do it.
Best show ever.
But I'm not really paying much attention to Ezra when he acts that. I'm acting like I didn't hear it.
Yeissal. What about me? What about me?
These things
You
are
like me?
huge.
Yeissal?
Oh,
I'll
I'm
get up
sorry,
right next to
Jared.
her
What the hell?
here. Dude, what about me? Do you like me? Am I like a good friend too? Like Matty?
Sure.
Do you mean it?
Station.
Of course.
That's so nice of you. I'm gonna give her a hug.
I don't even need to roll an insight check to know that she's like.
It can be felt from space.
Did you
Oh,
hear
I
that?
have to roll my new portents. I forgot I have to do
I
that
don't-
every day.
I don't
Yeah, you
think
gotta do it
she
every
was
day.
being honest, but
What do you mean? She wouldn't lie to her friends.
that's fair. Friends don't lie to each other.
Yeah, so she.
Wait, what did you roll for insight?
I didn't roll
Oh,
anything.
Oh, I didn't roll anything.
It could be
Oh.
felt from space. The DM said it herself.
Yes.
Rip.
I mean, Azzabin completely thinks that you mean it. So.
I have a 20 passive perception. I would notice that right away.
So Azzabin for the rest of the day has like a pep in his step as he's walking through the snow.
Me too. I'm so happy. I got like such a good plan for the day. Ah!
I would
Me and
have
Matty
like
are just ahead of everybody, skipping, holding hands.
I
to
get
the snow.
excited because I want to go with them, but like I'm waddling through waist high snow and
Oh, I will pick him up and put him on my shoulders.
Yay!
Oh, they look like a family, like two
Oh.
parents with their child.
Oh no.
Oh God.
I'm just keeping an eye out for any like structures of the ruins or anything. I'm just keeping an eye out.
That's a really far away.
I'm prestidigitating any moisture off of me. We still look fresh as fuck. We're prestidigitating the snow out of the way. And like we're walking like back straight, perfect posture, just looking super noble.
Azzabin,
Yes.
have you noticed that Lilith hasn't gotten hit by any snow?
Oh. Wait, to do it, we have to. Yes, we have to.
Pretend to trip really quick.
Oh God.
Ah!
I'll fall into the ground.
I grab a snowball while I'm in the snow.
I will get back up and put him back on my shoulders.
Oh man.
Are you two okay?
Yeah, that was just. There was a rock. Just be careful. There's a rock there.
Yeah,
I
don't
tripped.
step
It's
right
fine.
there.
Yeah. I will turn around towards Lilith.
I throw a snowball
I'm
at
going to
Lilith.
walk away. The moment I turn around, Yeissal just said,
Whoop.
It started.
Make an attack roll.
Natural
the-
1.
So you go to throw the snowball, but since it's like rain and snow, and it's like kind of like so it just basically just dribbles down on you,
Nyx,
and then onto Azzabin's head and like in his neck, like.
I got a slush ball. I got a slush ball on accident. I didn't get a snowball. Oh no.
Nyx.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So
Produce
cold.
flame and control flame. Oh
It's
no.
like someone just put an ice cube down your shirt. Oh god.
I'm so sorry. Oh no.
Was that some sort of friendship display?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyways, yeah, just turn around and just start skipping forward again.
I'm just kind of like smiling at her, and then when we turn around, I just telepathically, I don't think she's happy.
I can't. Can I speak back? I can't speak back, right? Because you're not using message.
No, it's just me speaking telepathically to you.
I don't think so either.
I'll
But
just point away.
you walk. Yep. At like midday, the snow and rain stops falling, but it's turned a lot of the ground into this like
Oh,
mushy, slushy
the worst.
puddle. Gross.
The
Glad
worst
I'm
kind
not
of
walking
snow.
in it.
My feet are probably so cold. Ugh.
That's alright, I'll heat them up when we get to camp.
Okay.
Set them on fire.
Good thing I have resistance to fire.
Yeah, but you know, your boots don't.
True.
But you keep going for the rest of the day, and then you start to set camp early to try to put together 2 tents into 1 tent.
Yes. I will help Matty do that.
Whose tent are you using to do
I mean,
that?
My
Me and
tent.
Matt. Yeah, I was gonna say Nyx's tent, and then me and Matty had a tent.
Yeah.
So we'll just use our 2 tents because didn't
Yeah.
seem like you all wanted to give up your 2 tents.
My tent is in your ring.
Oh, is it?
It is.
That's where we put
Oh.
it.
I will be right back then. I will get it. There you go, Matty. Go into my ring. I'll come back out with. I can't remember. Is Matty? I think Matty's tent's in there too. So I'll come back out with 2 more tents.
Perfect.
Take my ring back. We got it.
That is a very clever trick.
Oh, it's no trick. It's a magic ring.
Where did you find it?
That is a good question. I don't remember.
Mm.
He's very old.
I am not that old.
Well,
I guess
Where
you-
did I find it again?
don't
Didn't we
know.
discuss where I found it? I don't know where
Some
he
kind of
originally
ruins.
found it, but I know I found it somewhere. But I don't.
You never said like
Yeah, we didn't say
where
exactly.
you were or where you're
Right, 'cause
from. I don't know anything.
Okay. Well,
It was
because I wasn't sure where you wanted me on the islands for
It was on.
race
It was on
wise.
Pono. I don't know how to say it. I'm sorry, Alex. That island.
Ponowin,
Ponowin Island is where
Ponowin?
we were. Yes.
Okay.
the smallest of the
Yes.
big ones. The smallest of the big ones.
Oh, over here.
We were there.
Okay.
Not Pancake Island?
She's gonna kill you.
It's not pancake.
It's
It's
Punneling.
Aranaki.
It's Paraki Island. You were there very briefly, and you didn't even mention the pancake, and I was so happy. And now you did it anyway, and I'm not happy anymore.
Oh,
She's going to kill you.
Yes.
Again.
It was somewhere on
Again.
it was somewhere on that island, but I don't remember.
I'm pinging around your pings.
Yes, it was somewhere on here, but that's where we will say we were.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, that's where we were.
Like in
Lilith.
the middle of the.
Sure, that works. See, I really enjoy going to ruins, which I'm sure you could have figured out. I like discovering things. I'm kind of like an archaeologist, you could say.
Mhm.
I really enjoy that. So that's what I think I was doing beforehand, but I don't remember exactly.
Well, it's good to have passions in life that drive you. I suppose forgetting why you would pursuing them is a bit difficult, but
Mhm.
well, maybe you'll find an answer for why in another ruin.
That's what I'm hoping. That's why we need to go check out as many as we can.
Maybe like you'll
course-
get a
of
vision
course,
as soon as
the-
you walk in the door.
That last one I was in, I got trapped in the ring for quite some time. So hopefully that does not happen.
Let's just
Wouldn't
not
it
touch any
suck
rings.
if you were in the ring and then I got caught in another ring?
That would be the worst, because then who would let us out? Hopefully all of us didn't get trapped in rings, because then no one would be allowed to
Would
get us all out.
Azzabin's ring be inside of the ring that Maddie is
That's
in?
kind of cool.
So
Interesting.
you have to let Maddie out to let Azzabin out.
It's like one of those dolls that people make where you just open them up and there's
yeah.
another one inside. Yes, it's like that.
Dig, 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 dig.
I start saying dig, 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 because I'm
Pull out,
assuming you're saying
Tara.
it to me again.
Yeah.
I'm just prestidigitating some nice, like, tinkling music in my own ears.
Do you think Tinker's tools would work for this, or do I need to?
Sure.
In
So,
the middle of
Great,
I mean, it
conversation.
depends on
I
what
can. I can create another.
technique you
I'll
wish
just
to use.
disassociate.
Mood.
I think I could actually maybe help.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in my village, I mean, we all helped with everything, and I wasn't the best at tailoring, but I kind of know how to sew a little bit.
I mean, I could make a tailor's kit instead of the herbalism kit I have. I can drop that and create a tailor's kit if you like.
I mean, I don't know, like, I don't have, like, proficiency with the tailor's kit, but that might be better, because you have to, like, connect the tents together, right? And they're both
Okay.
fabric.
Yeah, I'll do that. I will pull out my herbalism kit and dismantle it, and then remantle it to a tailor's kit. Because I can do that.
Yes. I'd say it will be dexterity.
Okay.
And also, like, how you would put it together, because, like, make sure that it doesn't, like, leak in the middle and everything.
Yeah, so I would definitely do like a proper inseam. So I would make it a little bit shorter. So I would fold the fabric as a cosplayer, fold the fabric, and then sew along that line so it has a full seam. Like I would have to like use my scissors to cut the two apart, and then put the inseams together, and then sew it back along that line.
Mhm.
But so when you are on the inside, you can still see a little bit of fabric poking through, but it should block
Yeah.
any leakage.
Yeah.
Cosplay
Sounds
101. Maddie would know it too. All right.
Maddie is a big cosplayer. It's
Hell
known.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's canon. All right. So this is dexterity. I don't think I have proficiency in tailor tools. No, I do not. I have it in like 5 others, but not that one.
I would try to help. I don't
Are
know
you
how
trying to
much
help
of a
Can
help it
make
would be.
with advantage.
Thanks, boy.
I don't know what this in-team thing you're talking about is, but I
feel like
will do
Nyx
my
is
best.
just standing underneath the fabric, and his head is just like holding it up so that it's not on the
He's
ground.
like holding like
like-
this. It's like that scene from Cinderella when
The
they're
little mice.
doing the
Aw.
dress and she
Cinderella,
has to
9
duck
days,
when the
Cinderella.
needle comes through.
That's a 17. 13 plus 4.
Yeah, it takes quite a while because tents are
Yeah.
pretty big.
And
But
it's the fabric's
you-
pretty thick.
Yeah. But you get it done and you think it's it's gonna work.
I think we got it.
It's
And like the
perfect, man.
framework inside,
Yeah, I definitely took
Make
measurements
sure.
beforehand and like tested the stability. And I'm like, hold that in, like hold them together while I put this here. And so yeah, he was definitely helping me out.
Yeah, doing my best.
Hell yeah.
It's perfect, Matty. Good job. And good job, Nyx.
It was mostly Matty. I was.
Good
being
idea on the
indulgent.
tailor's kit, because I did not have that unless you told me it was there.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just figured that was possible. Like, it was the way.
Good
to go,
idea.
Probably.
And I had scissors from my Tinker's Tool, so it worked out great.
Ta-da!
Well, now we have a tent
Ta-da!
for everyone to sleep in.
Wonderful. You did
And we
a
have to put up one tent now.
amazing
Save some
job.
time.
It's just a little bit bigger. That's all. So it.
Yeah.
I'll begin casting my alarm around.
Nice.
And to celebrate, I summon Fipa and cuddle with my boy.
Yeah.
I can't go in my ring now, so kind of sad about that. But
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 it was
now
worth
you can
it.
cuddle.
yeah,
But it was worth it. Now we got a much bigger tent, much bigger space.
it's just a lot warmer in my ring because it's climate controlled.
Yeah, but now.
Yeah,
you
but
won't,
now
like,
the
get
tents
kicked
are
out.
warmer too now.
No, yeah,
And-
yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying it's a lot warmer in my tent.
Like you won't
You
get
can
kicked out
go
of the
one
tent.
day.
No, I can go one day. I'm just saying it's
I know.
nice to spend the.
I
4
know you
hours.
like it. I
It's
know.
nice to spend the 4 hours there and then come out.
Whenever you
I
come
know.
back, you're normally like a heated
See, exactly. So,
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
blanket.
yeah.
Fipa, go lick Lilith.
Peepa goes and licks Lilith.
Is it like warm? Like, is it like lava? Like,
He controls his temperature.
It's like comfortable warm.
Yeah.
okay.
Uncomfortable
Mine was
because he's
lava.
licking you. So
Yeah, I will close my spellbook and just kind of like I did the thing where you grab the ears and you like squish their ears and you pet them. I'll pet him.
He's got rocks on him. Like on the top of his body.
He's got rocks on him on the top of his body.
Yeah. He's like molten rock. On the top.
Very warm.
Yes.
He's a
I can
very
see why you like-
interesting doggo.
I can see why you would like cuddling a lot. He's probably very nice to cuddle with in this season.
Well,
He can also teleport.
yeah.
Hmm.
And he saved my life, so he's like I said, he's like my best friend, and I feel like it's important to show him I appreciate him.
I rolled another one, but I've done this one before, so that's what I'm doing. Once I'm set up in the tent, I make a new elixir.
Then I tell Fipa to go lick Yeissal. She hasn't been having a good time.
Peepa does.
Without even like looking, she like pets.
I go
He-
sit down next to Yeissal.
He's gonna like force his way in front of you so that you can look at him, because he wants to try to make you happy because you haven't been having a
No.
good time.
She was like disassociating.
He like burrows through your under your arm.
Hello, people. Are a very good boy, would you?
He gives you a big old lick.
I kiss him on the nose. Good boy. I kiss him on the nose.
He'll just
So
hang
she
out.
goes back to thinking.
What's this?
She retreats back into her mind and think about her sisters.
You cook up this
I
time,
love
Maddie.
it.
This one makes it a little bit harder for people to hit you. Gives you a little bit more resilience in battle.
Can I taste it? Just like a little finger dip.
Sure.
Dip my finger in. I like it. What does it taste like, Christy? Tastes like rock.
Nah. It
Sediment.
tastes like a sour ginger ale.
Oh.
I guess, like, I don't know what I would
Bubbly.
Bubbly and sweet, but a little bit of tang.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Quite good
But they
at that.
only last 24 hours, so every night I have to make a new one if I didn't use it the first time, which I don't mind doing, but...
Can you recycle the old ones into a new one, or is it just kind of...
I mean, I could, but, like, I like playing and experimenting. I like to see what new ones I can create.
It is quite important to experiment when you're studying magic.
And there's different ways to make the same type of concoction. They just have different reactions. But the chemical reaction, like 2 different chemicals could make the same reaction as, say, 3 different chemicals together. So it just depends on how you even it out.
I don't really understand what she does. I just watch.
Yeah, same here.
It's very interesting.
It's fun. It's very calming.
Admired the practical application of magic into inventions such as these. My pursuits tend to be a bit more theoretical, so it's quite interesting to see the other side of things.
Yeah,
As
I
said,
don't
you're
mind
quite
theory.
talented.
Theory is very fascinating to study. I do enjoy a good theory, but I rather practice on it.
She's been trying to find out what my ring is, because I really don't know what it is either.
That,
So she's been doing things with
which
that
is
while I'm
why
inside.
I get 4 hours of time to study it as I please, and even then I'm usually sleepy, so it doesn't always work, but you know.
Yes.
Another work in progress. Want to be able to get more people in that ring.
Yes,
What's it like in the ring?
Oh, there's pillows, a lot of pillows. There's like these little floor tables that you can, there's where you sit around, and I would have, just sit there really, since I didn't have anything else to do.
You just sat there.
It's climate controlled. Yeah, I mean, I sat there, Reneval flew around a little bit, but,
Must have
didn't
been
drop a die there.
dreadfully boring.
It was at times. Sometimes I didn't know how long I was in there for. Like, I still really don't know how long I was in the ring for.
Just kind of looking at you, like looking at the ring.
It's like a nice little like ruby ring or color to it, gemstone. It just like looks like a simple ring. Other than the like gemstone that's in it.
So, like, recently, when you go into your ring, do you, like, does it feel like it's been 4 hours? Or do you not know how much time has passed and you get out and you're like, oh, it's been 4 hours?
No, I know how much time. I can actually see out of the ring.
Well, like, how did you get stuck then if, like, you can see how long you're in there?
I don't know. It was something that was weird. I don't know. See, that's what me and Matty have been trying to figure out. Somehow I got trapped inside of it. I don't remember how I got trapped inside of it. I just remember I remember being brought out of the ring by Matty somehow. And that's what happened.
Interesting.
Yeah. But it's very comfortable in there. It's very warm. It's nice. Oh, I have some of like Matty's tools and stuff that we don't need in there also, because I can take things in there and they just stay. So that's really nice. That's where the tents were also.
Yeah, that's where my brewer supplies are in there.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't needed it lately.
I can only go in once a day though, for a 4-hour period. And if I come out before it ends, I can't go back in. So, yeah.
Oh my
My
gosh.
eye almost fell out.
While I'm thinking about it, last time we came this way, Lilith, there were like big giant ice spider things that came over the horizon.
Oh yeah, those are very creepy.
So beware, because that could happen again. I think we should be coming up on that pretty soon.
Well, thank you for the warning.
They
No
were pretty
problem.
easy to deal with though, and since we have an extra person, I don't
Yeah.
think it's going to be that much trouble. But still keep an eye out.
Piece of cake.
And
Everything
Alex
is
throws
cake.
like 10 of them at it. 10 of them at us.
I was just like, piece
Kind
of
of, I'm
cake.
just like looking at all of you for a little while, and then I just go back to like writing in my book, my little spell book. Just occasionally like look up at like each of you, and then just go back to writing.
I will move over to sit close to Lilith and look inside the spell book.
Or don't let you do that.
Oh.
Maddie puts on her real glasses because her eye fell out.
Oh no! Shrunk! Surprise, Maddie's actually undead!
It just like contact just fell out of my eye, and I was like, well, and now my makeup's in my eye, and I'm like, I'm just
Maddie, I
gonna
didn't-
put on my real eye,
Never
my
had
real
a glass
glasses.
eye. That's interesting.
Apparently, I went from like here. Oh, it still works. We're good.
Yeah.
Lilith,
So
what are you writing in your book? And why don't you want me to see? Just
Arcane
curious.
formulas, ideas, theories. In general, if you're trying to experiment with magic, it's a good idea to keep it private and away from the eyes of those who might take your ideas for themselves.
I assure you that I would never do that because I don't study the same type of magic as you guys.
I appreciate that, but I hope you'll understand that I would rather you didn't look at my spellbook.
It's alright. I have a book. Look, see, I don't let people read this one.
Then we will both have our special books for ourselves.
I've written... I won't tell you what I've written in here. Never mind.
Of course, you shouldn't. It's your secret book.
Yeah, it's secrets.
See, well, with my magic, I just kind of like wing it. I don't do any theorizing? Is that what the word is? I think
Yes.
it's the word.
That's the word.
I just
It's
kinda
very
do
special.
it, and it just happens.
Me too. That's how I
It's
do it
been
as well.
fire though.
I'm just kind of like, I wonder what spells I should take today. Maybe that one will be cool, and then it happens. I have it.
That must be very exciting.
I don't really think about it.
I mean, you guys apparently make new magic or whatever, so probably not as exciting.
Oh, I don't make new magic. I just study
I
magic.
also don't make new magic.
Well, then, like,
Not yet, anyway.
why would you be writing in your book formulas if they already exist? Why wouldn't you just copy them?
You have to practice them. The various sigils are very specific in terms of the angles of the lines and the specific runes that need to be drawn. It's very precise.
Maybe it's just because we're fire-based, so everything's just, like, crackle, go with the flow, like, anything happens, whatever happens goes, chaotic energy, you know what I'm saying?
I can use fire.
Just that sounds very boring. I hope you don't mind me saying. I don't like
To each their own.
unless it's a book like about like fantasy stories or like, you know, big like adventures or stuff like that. That's when I can read a book. But if it's just studying,
I mean,
or,
I
like,
like historical
researching,
text.
eh.
Historical text always has sorts of like wars and adventures, but they're real and they've happened.
Well, if you don't study, then how do you get more powerful?
It just
The best
happens.
way.
It just happens.
Yeah. We wake
Find
up
that
the
the
next
best
day
way
and we're like, wow, I can
improve
do a new
yourself.
Look
spell.
at this.
I think
To-
that's because you're practicing.
Huh? No, I don't.
That's-
I just use the things I have right now, and then all of a sudden, some days I
Last
just
time,
have more
all of a
things.
sudden, I could shoot black fire lines out of my hand.
I could do that too, but it wasn't black fire. They were just normal fire beams.
Like, I don't even know how it happened. It just happened, and then I was like, wow, I can do this. And
Yes, but if you study, then you can choose where you'd like to improve your abilities and know exactly what's going to happen when you put in the right amount of time. If, for example, I felt that my command of fire magic was weak, I would study the runes and arcane formulas for fire spells, and eventually I would be able to use them.
well,
I mean,
like,
yeah.
That takes too much time.
Fire
I just like
comes
to be able, I just
naturally
like being
to
able
me.
to do it.
yeah.
Same.
I don't
Here.
think they'll understand. I understand what you mean, though.
Like, for me, fire just, like, I get upgrades.
How can you push the boundaries
I
if you
also
don't even
get-
know what they are? If you
Well-
have to study, you know exactly what your boundaries are. You know what you don't know. When things
If you
just happen
don't
to you, they
study,
just happen.
You have no boundary.
True.
I don't think it works that way. In fact, if you're just waking up to surprises, you're being incredibly limited by whatever force is granting you such power, and you could never know what possibilities lie beyond that.
But we never know if we
Sounds good to
reach a
me.
limit, if our limit never exists.
Well, the same is true for me.
But you know
But I
of a
can
limit
decide-
and we don't. If there's no limit that we know of, there's no limit in general. Our limit never exists.
If you know what the limits are, then you can overcome them. You can come up with a solution.
Do you all
Experiment
know when
and
you
practice.
when you say a single word a lot, it just starts to sound weird.
It sounds
Limit-
weird. I tried to
limit-
spell it in my head
limit-
like 5 times. It spells
Limit.
weird now.
Mm-hmm.
Limi.
Even Maddie is actually on the same page as Lilith and Yeissal on this one. She's like, ooh. Not study.
I don't understand. I think they just don't understand us, Azzabin. I think that's what it is. They don't understand
were you
our
talking about?
natural magical prowess.
I'm prestidigitating nice music in my ears again and going back to writing in my book.
I got a little distracted with the limit thing. What?
I'm going back to tinkering my hot plate.
I'm just going to like practice out of speech that I'm writing down. Just writing shit. Just all zoning the fuck out.
Want to have a snowball fight?
Yes, I do. Let's go.
All right.
Slush
So
balls.
the boys go out to throw slush balls at each other, and the girls are doing their thing, and that's where we'll end for tonight. Well, this morning. For
This
me.
morning.
Yeah, morning.
Like 7 a.m. or whatever time it is.
Yeah. Soon, in 4 minutes.
Oh,
Hell yeah, GGBBs. Welcome, Victoria. Yay.
Yeah. And if it's not a parent, she'll be like a full member. She's not a guest.
Yeah.
She is
Yeah,
a
not a
full
guest this
member.
time.
She is main cast on this show now.
Officially
Yeah.
joining us
Yeah.
permanently. She can never
Yeah.
leave now.
Yeah, you're
You
stuck.
She's stuck
There's
forever.
that-
I signed the contract and now
Mhm.
I've sold my soul to Alex.
Yep.
Yes.
Alex is my daddy. Alex owns
Yes.
my soul.
Okay.
Yes.
and her body.
Yes.
That too.
Alright.
I mean, technically, she's all of our daddies and all of our
Yeah.
mommies
And all of our mommies.
and all of our like everything else's.
Backstory.
Yeah.
Our God.
Yep.
Yeah.
My Lord,
Yes.
my God, my Father.
Yes.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. To Alex.
But thank you,
so-
everyone.
I'm
Hell
sorry,
yeah.
God, don't strike me down.
Remember to check out littledragoncorp.com and enter coupon code pro bonus for 10% off your order. Thanks again for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting me join this
Hell yeah.
crazy
I love
adventure.
it. I love it.
I'm just
Well-
waiting for the weird enemies to lovers, but also
I
like
know.
threesome of like science buddies to love. It's about.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Just an enemy to lover, but science buddies like mashup. Like
Azzabin and Nyx are gonna be off having a snowball fight, and the tent is
Right,
gonna be
just-
poppin'.
it's just keep going on. That tension is just rising.
It's
Interesting.
not the only thing that's rising.
Oh.
Well, with that,
Yeah, I think that's
Okay, love you, bye!
Undulating abs.
Love you, bye.